You're at the cinema. Maybe it's a blockbuster. Maybe it's a sequel nobody asked for. Popcorn in hand, you head to the concession stand to grab a drink. You pay. They hand you a cup. And then you see it. Glowing red, chrome accents, sleek curves. The Coca-Cola Freestyle Fountain.
This isn't your dad's soda fountain. Here, you aren't limited to Coke or Diet. You have over 100 choices. Cherry vanilla, peach Sprite. Maybe you feel dangerous and mix Fanta with Powerade. Or maybe you stick to the classic. But this machine is way more than a drink dispenser. While you're debating flavors, it's quietly collecting data. Data that turns customers into test subjects. Data that Coke profits from tremendously. The Coca-Cola company reportedly invested over $1 billion to develop and deploy this machine. But they are likely turning its capabilities into savings and profits that dwarf that initial cost. To understand the freestyle, you have to understand the problem. Coca-Cola is a behemoth, controlling nearly half the global soda market. For decades, they sold drinks through fountains. First, a server poured it for you. Then came self-service levers. When you were a kid, that fountain was magic. You could mix something truly undrinkable just to see what would happen. But by 2006, Coca-Cola noticed something worrying. For the first time since 1985, carbonated beverage sales were declining. People were getting health conscious. They wanted sugar-free, low-calorie, or niche options. But Coke's fountains were stuck in the past. At the time, only about 1% of fountains offered Diet Coke. Meanwhile, convenience stores were packed with hundreds of bottled options. The fountain was boring. They needed an innovation. Enter the freestyle. The design is intentional. The red glow, the chrome, the sculpted lines. It doesn't look like an appliance. It looks like a supercar. And that's not a coincidence. It was developed with Pininfarina, the legendary Italian design house that shaped the curves of Ferrari itself. They wanted the machine to feel premium, to feel like an experience. Inside, the tech is even more impressive. Old fountains used massive 19-liter syrup canisters for every single drink. The freestyle fits over 100 flavors into roughly 30 tiny cartridges. The cartridge design is inspired by medical technology. Just as an insulin pump delivers medication drop by drop, the freestyle meters syrup and carbonated water with extreme precision. Every pour is a calculated mixture. Purists might say it tastes different than a bottled Coke. That's because the old system's pre-mixed syrup and sweetener. Freestyle combines flavor, sugar, and water on demand. It's a precise masterpiece, engineered for your palate. Staring at that bubbly screen, curiosity kicks in. You came in for a Coke, but suddenly you see Powerade Raspberry, Powerade Lemon. You realize you can create a secret flavor that doesn't exist anywhere else. This is fun. It bewilders. It sparks curiosity. And that is exactly the point. This is experience marketing. Coca-Cola doesn't just want to sell you a beverage. They want you to interact with the brand. Every tap pulls you deeper into their universe. It's the same psychology behind the Share a Coke campaign. They are shifting from a product brand to an experience brand. They want you to go home and tell your friends about the insane machine that lets you mix your own soda. But here is the twist. You aren't the only one curious about Sprite Cherry. All over the world, people are making that exact same choice. Coca-Cola didn't offer these flavors just for fun. The freestyle ecosystem is a giant testing lab. Every pour, every mix feeds into a massive global experiment. This is how Coca-Cola discovered that people loved Coke, Orange Vanilla, and Sprite Cherry. Some of these started as user creations, combinations people kept mixing again and again. The more people ordered them, the stronger the signal became. What started as a tiny bubble on a touchscreen ultimately moved into full production. With Freestyle, product decisions happen faster and are grounded in hard data. But the data isn't just about flavor. When Freestyle launched in 2009, reliable wireless networks weren't standard. So Coca-Cola built their own. Every machine links directly to Coke's back-end systems, managed through SAP software. Think of it as the company's central brain. Every day, thousands of machines report back. Which flavors are pouring? What time of day? How much syrup is left? Before Freestyle, staff had to manually check giant canisters. They used guesswork and phone calls to reorder. Freestyle transformed logistics. Every night, the system calculates exactly how many cartridges a location needs based on what you poured yesterday. Algorithms predict demand and factor in promotions. The system automatically creates restocking orders sent straight to the distribution center. Every machine is quietly syncing. This optimizes the entire supply chain, streamlines inventory, and reduces waste. This alone likely saves the company millions of dollars annually. If a soda machine is tracking your drink preferences in real life, it shouldn't surprise you. The data streams don't only report back to HQ. Marketers can push campaigns to the machine. In the mid-2000s, Coke integrated device management software. Now, instead of a full system update, they can push tiny data packages. The machines stay operational while downloading new content, like a Halloween special. This allows for nudging. A new flavor might be the first bubble you see, or a teaser video might catch your eye. You're free to pick anything, but those gentle nudges make you more likely to experiment. But wait, look closely at the bezel. Is that a camera? Coca-Cola did plan to install cameras in some Freestyle models. Spec sheets described it as a future capability for motion sensing and facial recognition. Theoretically, they could track every smile when a mix tastes good, or every frown when it doesn't. In Europe, strict laws like GDPR would likely block this. But in the US, it's a gray area. In early 2024, reports surfaced linking an AI company called Quantify to a Freestyle facial recognition project. The camera controversy aside, the technology is impressive, but the central question remains: how much money does this thing actually make? First, revenue. Freestyle machines dispense around 4 billion drinks per year. Assuming an average of $2 per drink and a conservative 2% margin gain from data-driven upselling, that's roughly $160 million in yearly gains. Well over $1 billion since inception. Second, efficiency. Partners like Hivery use AI to optimize vending sales. In one case, a bottler saw a 6% sales increase and a 15% reduction in restocking trips. If Freestyle yields similar supply chain savings, the cost reductions are massive. Third, new flavors. This is the gamble. Some Freestyle hits, like Cherry Vanilla, become permanent products. Sprite Chill generated $50 million in sales in its first 21 weeks. But not every experiment works. Some flavors launch and fade quickly. Freestyle isn't foolproof, and Coke won't share their exact profit margins. One thing is safe to assume: the $1 billion Coca-Cola invested has long been made back. The Freestyle machine isn't just a drink dispenser. It's a data terminal, a supply chain node, and a marketing psychological tool. The next time you stand in front of that glowing red screen, remember, you aren't just buying a soda, you're paying with your data. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like and subscribe for more. And let us know in the comments, what's the weirdest soda mix you've ever tried?